Hey folks, this is Gray here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a little plug for OKNIFE. We're going to be talking about the Osheath S1. It's like kind of like an EDC belt pouch that you put on your side with your belt. And we're going to take a look into it and give you my thoughts and honest opinions, pros, cons, and so on and so forth. So if you like EDC gear, stay tuned. All right, so this is what it looks like outside the box. This is how I have mine set up. We'll flip the camera around and get a close-up look at this and kind of talk about, why I have what I have and, the reason I have it set up and the uses I use it for. Show you how it fits and whatnot. Again, I'm going to probably really focus on these belt clips because I like this aspect of it. Just because I like having things that are readily, that you can kind of just, take on and off quickly. I like that. Other ones just don't have that capability. There's some out there that do, some that don't. I've used a variation of these. I've used the cheap Timo variations of it, which pretty much fell apart in about 6 months. Some Temu stuff's good, some Temu stuff's okay, and it works out well. It's just luck of the draw, as they say. I've used some Amazon stuff, same situations. I've come across some that work really great and some that just don't fit the bill. You know what I mean? It's always trial and error with certain products. Hence why I watch YouTube reviews myself when I'm interested in specific things. So let's go ahead and turn the camera around and kind of take a quick look at this. This should be a simple and quick video. Most likely it should be, I think this will be the last video of the month, but I'll double check my calendar when we close this out. All right, so here's a downward look at the Osheath box that it comes with. Simple box on there, but the main focus is going to be the sheath itself. Let's kind of look at the back here. This, like I said, this is kind of what I like about it. You can see the stitching there. Looks like I got a little bit of a fray there. I'll have to take a lighter to that and burn that off. This is pretty much right out of the packaging. I've only had it for a few days messing around with it, just to be completely honest with you, but I like that it has buckles on it. And the reason being is because if I need to take it off quick, or if I want to add it to another belt, it's easy to remove this versus having those kind of sheaths that kind of that have that belt that's already built into it, and you kind of run your belt through that. Or it has something like this where the belt is in there, you can run a belt through, but you have to take off your belt. So I do like that they thought about that, and they had these little snaps on the front. It's honestly, everything is always open to personal preference. What I have in here is I have a Leatherman multi-tool. I like having a full-size knife outside of just a Leatherman knife that's in here. I have a small flashlight with the paracord. Now, of course, you can set this up differently. It also has a spot for keys. I don't like my keys to hang down low, so this is kind of useless for me in regards to that. Like, I don't know. I guess you could do something with it. So maybe some people don't mind having their keys, or maybe they have something where the keys go into the pocket. But the way this thing hangs, as with most, I really don't utilize this aspect of it. Plus, keys make a lot of noise. Usually, I prefer less noise, the better. To kind of, I like the inlay. The little design here looks kind of cool. Me personally, if there was like a deer or a bear or something like that, I guess you could still use your logo down here, which is fine and dandy. But something a little bit more woodsy is what I would prefer. It comes in and out pretty easily. Leather, you got to work in here. This is just one of the little pen lights that I carry. I've noticed that when I first put it in there, it was a little tight. Some people will put a tactical pen in here. Some people will just put a pen or a pencil, or whatever that's round in that format is what you could use that for. And again, here is where I'm going to put my knife. Let me go ahead and pull this out for you. Just a standard thin knife that I have on there. And it just fits good in this little side pocket here. And that is an OKNIFE. I figured I'd give them a little street cred by having one of their knives. And of course, an O-light. Little paracord, just because this makes it easy to yank this out and I don't lose that little light. This little light I've had for years and years. It just keeps on ticking. So like I said, you got to give the company credit. They do make some pretty reputable, solid products. At least from my perspective, I've had very little to no issues with their stuff. Then on this side, depending on your multi-tool, or I don't know if you guys can see that there, it can be pretty tight on what you have in here. Leather does stretch if you condition it and play around with it a little bit. But here, let me pull this out here. And as you can see, this Leatherman, the Signal, is pretty flat. Hold it there in my hand, you can kind of see it's a pretty slim multi-tool. And as you can see there, it fits nice in the pocket. I guess you could say I like to kind of match things up. I like earth tones. The blacks kind of accentuate this, be it Leatherman, OKNIFE, whatever that you happen to have to put in here. But this is just the stuff that I use. I'm always using a knife. I'm always utilizing a multi-tool, and of course having some sort of flashlight or light to illuminate something that I'm working on. And of course, I'm just a paracord kind of guy. So I always have paracord on something, and all my kits or any little things that I have, I usually have paracord. Again, it's not bad. You see how the knife hangs down here? You can put a shorter knife down here if you're worried about that. But it does pass through there. I like the accent of this brown leather on this green leather here. It looks pretty clean. I do like that. It has that more of that outdoorsy, woodsy feel. I don't like bright colors, your oranges, your yellows, or some of the other weird colors that I've seen things like this in. So I like the fact that they kind of have this like nice overtone, the way it's laid out. But you can mix and match however you want to do this. You can set this up. Maybe you have something else that you can put in here. Maybe you don't want a multi-tool. Maybe you just want something different, a bigger knife, maybe a little mini multi-tool, like I said, tactical pen, pencil, whatever, laser pointer, whatever you think that you're going to utilize an EDC kit like this for. It's, again, always open to interpretation in the aspect of you are going to use this for what you're going to use it for versus what I'm using it for. I'm just kind of giving you a demonstration of how I have mine set up. At the filming of this video, I don't know about the price. I will put all the links down in the description. Again, they launched on Tuesday. So as usual, I'm a little late to the game, but I just didn't want to disappoint them and let them know that I will, give them a little shout out on this pouch because I do like it. I do like the colors and, like I said, the functionality of it, especially that it's easily removable when needed. Now, my question to you, the viewers, in regard to something like this is, what would you put in these pouches? How would you set this up? You can kind of see the diameter of it. There's no measurements because leather stretches, so it depends on what you're going to be able to shove in there, and the leather eventually will conform to kind of like what you got in there. It's pliable, you know what I mean? Of course, if you condition it, wet it, you have some options there. But, what tools would you stick in there if you had something like this? Do you own already something like this? And what are your thoughts on this variation of a belt EDC kind of multi-tool kind of kit where it's something you can put things in there so you have different multiple options in itself? So as always, I'm always looking for your feedback. So I know down the road, if I get more stuff like this, I can showcase it on the channel for you folks out there that like EDC pouches and EDC kits and anything that has to do with everyday carry, for those folks that watch my channel specifically for EDC content. All right, so that is the overview of the Osheath S1 by OKNIFE. Like I said, I've worked with these guys before. They have some decent knives, axes, and lots of little EDC gears and things like that that I've used and utilized, and have just really haven't many issues with them. Some things can be a little bit troublesome. Other things, the majority of things I've never had much issue. I do like the sheath. It's something that at work, it comes in very handy because it doesn't weigh down my pockets. It's on my hip, in the aspect of it puts the weight there. On my right side, I have my firearm. On the left side, I have this little kit. Instead of having, my flashlight and a knife, a multi-tool, just certain things like that that can kind of weight down. So depending on what you're wearing, where you're wearing this stuff at, certain things like this can come in handy. I'm a component kind of person. What I mean is this is a component to what I'm wearing for the day and what I'm doing. So strap it onto the side. I'm utilizing the tools that are in it. Sometimes I might even mix and match what I have in here depending on what I'm doing for the day. I like it. What are your thoughts on this? What really makes this a community is when we do videos like this, or I do videos like this in general, or any YouTube content creator does videos like this, is what I personally like to see is community involvement. Sure, hitting that thumbs up button is always greatly appreciated, and watching the video from its start to finish is super helpful in regards to the YouTube, realm of things. But what I really enjoy seeing is your comments, your thoughts on the product, ways you would utilize the product. maybe you hate it, you know, and you can voice your opinion, you know, maybe you just don't like it. Maybe you don't like the color scheme. Maybe you don't like the way it looks. Maybe you just don't like me. Whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? You know, constructive criticism is okay. Being mean and nasty, of course, is not. But also, I like to see involvement, not just with you and I, the viewers, the community itself. I like to see other community members, you know, engaging with others, having these conversations, sharing thoughts, because people will read through these comments and learn not just from what they saw in the video, but from you, the community, because there's lots, when we combine all of our experiences with certain things, products, or life, it helps other people. It truly does. So by, you know, first you're going to leave a comment, and then you might see someone else's comment that might intrigue you, or someone just says hello. Well, right below there, say hello back and say, you know, so on and so forth. If someone is new to the community, says, hey, first time subscriber here, I wish everybody would reach out to that person and welcome to the great community, because I do that, and I would love for other folks to do that as well. If you see a name that you haven't seen before, I know it's a little weird because, you know, it's all online, but, you know, I've met some really good people here on YouTube. I'm kind of going off topic here, but I just like to kind of hit that home that community is everything, and that's what I really want to build here on the channel as we keep on growing. I want to see the community itself grow within each other. And you never know, you might make a friend or an acquaintance, you might become a pen pal or something like that, and just learn something new outside of what I'm talking about here on the channel. So to wrap that up, let's go ahead and yes, I will pin something. I think I probably have a discount code. I'm assuming so. I'll have the link down in the description as well as a pinned comment. So if you want to check it out or whatever else they may have on sale or releasing that I'm unaware of, and check the pricing and whatnot, click that link. Show some support. You don't have to ever buy anything that I show here on the channel. It's up to you. If something that you need, you actually need, and you have the finances to do so, then heck, you know, support the channel and pick one up. If not, something put on your Christmas list or wish list or birthday list or whatever it may be. But folks, I truly enjoy doing these videos for you guys. Again, it's all about community. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up now because I got stuff to kind of do, and I'm just kind of rambling here in the middle of the woods. Love you guys. And remember, folks out there, stay safe, stay warm. You know, ice, snow, bad things can happen. And I would hate to hear something negative out there, that something happened to one of our community members, which is always truly a shame. There's so many things that have happened over the years that, you know, really affects us as people in this community and whatnot. And it just hurts. So please be safe. If it's avoidable, try to be prepared in advance and make sure that you know, you head that off at the pass. You know, hey, it's going to get cold. We may lose power for 3, 4, 5 days a week. Make sure you're prepared. Food, warmth, ways to heat yourself, you know, all that stuff. Just think about it. Write a checklist and get it done. Outside of that, God bless every single one of you amazing people out there. I'll catch you on the next one. And this is Gray Man, and I'm out.